Camelot 331 here, and Target, oh my gosh, Target is on the fire, son. It's literally on fire. I can see it from my window. That is what my lighting I'm using right now. No studio lights here, just Target on fire. Yes, the red Walmart is going ham as hell. Going ham as hell, and some crazy things are going down at the Target. That's just unacceptable, let's be honest. It's unacceptable. There's no reason any of these things should happen, but they are. We've talked about Target in the past and how insane the place is, and how it's not much difference from the terror and the nightmare that is Walmart. So we're going to read some stories because people have been messaging me like crazy. We're going to read these stories, and they're going to blow your socks off. So make sure you do share this video to help future associates for these companies. Like the video with an up doodle. Make sure you subscribe if you have not, and message me on all the social medias like Instagram and Twitter with your stories. It'll be a great time to be alive. I never actually believed that. It's not a great time to be alive, ever. When you're in your 30s, let's be honest. So let's get right into it. Look at this first message right here, guys. Look at this first message. It says, I work at Target and have some disturbing stuff for you. I was cleaning the bathroom at our store. I am a female, so I'm used to getting constantly harassed, but this day topped them all. Oh my, why has it always got... My manager was always doing something that was making me uncomfortable, whether it was forcing me to hug him or things like that. He would always take my hand and try to kiss it and say, "M'lady." Wow. Why? Well, one time I was cleaning the men's bathroom and no one was supposed to be in there. Lo and behold, I turn around and that manager was in there. He snuck in without me noticing. He was just standing there with his pants around his ankles. Which I do like to have my pants around my ankles, but usually when I'm alone in my room by myself with a mirror in front of me. I'm probably not the only person that does that, but not when I'm at work. He told me he needed his help because his arm hurt and he couldn't pull up his pants. This is like a jackass skit. So I needed to do it for him. I refused over and over, and he started calling me a dumbass and yelling. I was so scared someone was going to come in and see and think I was in on it. So I quickly did it, and he let out a moan. Oh. I still work there to this day, and he still pulls this stuff all the time. The one time I went to HR about it, nothing happened, and he just started treating me worse. Retaliated against me. So I'm just scared to be fired at this point. I hope people see the video and can somehow make Target aware of this, and he gets caught. I just can't handle it anymore. Well, unfortunately, Target, they probably see that stuff every day, and they choose to not acknowledge it. Because they don't give a damn. To be honest. They just don't care. Remember, HR is not there for the people, it's there for the company to cover its own ass. They want to cover the ass. No assless chaps in this company, ever. That's just how it works. Oh, sorry, I can't pull my damn pants up. Well, maybe you should not come to work. How did you even get here? Did his mom pull his pants up for him? Probably. So that was unacceptable and extremely spicy. Why anybody would not crack a dude over the face with a baseball bat, I don't know. Sometimes people can't afford to lose their jobs, I get it. But what about this next story? Check this one out right here. I work the truck line at Target. I'm a girl who can handle the weight of most of the inventory, but I can't toss multiple items of extreme weight on my back and pile them perfectly onto the pallets at high speed. One of my coworkers was a Target All-Star, which is really cringy sounding. An All-Star of Target. I lick the boots especially well. I baste them like a turkey, son. One of those arrogantly proud employees who went up and above, truly believing that corporate will one day see him and eventually give 10 facts about his efforts. I was put on the pallet section of the line that furniture, cat litter, seasonal, and chemicals get placed on. These items start at 50 pounds and go up from there. My all-star coworker worked paper, makeup, medicine, and kitchen. As a petite woman, I had to damn near throw myself over the top of a good amount of the heavy items and tug them off using my entire body weight. After 10 minutes straight of doing this, I was absolutely exhausted. Sometimes I even hurt myself. I would often stop when there was an open minute of packages not coming through just to catch my breath for a minute. My all-star coworker would see this and become absolutely furious with me. He would shout out things like, "Must be nice to just stand there and do nothing." Shocking. He expected me to run up and down the line if I wasn't placing 100-pound pieces of furniture on my pallet. Honestly, I just couldn't. I didn't have enough strength in my body to comply to that demand. Secondly, he was such a dick sandwich. Oh my God. I didn't want to please him. So I defiantly decided to not do so. He was just a dick sandwich, guys. There was a second all-star coworker working the same line with me. He was a guy who expected the pallets to be perfectly stacked. We are talking boxes that are so tightly aligned, air can't even travel through the cracks. I had 5 pallets assigned to me. All of my items were absolutely the heaviest. When I was able to stack the products to his strict specifications, he would take the time out to just lose his mind on me. He would walk over to my pallets and knock everything off in a very violent manner. That sounds very controlled and not unstable at all. I already had a hard time taking the massive piece of furniture off the pallet as it is, and now I have to bend all the way down to pick them off the floor. While I'm doing this, the first all-star stat singing, "She's so lazy." What do you expect from someone that doesn't want to work? It's like, bro, I'm trying to deadlift world record weight right now, and you're just knocking my stuff back over, and then I got a world record deadlift again. I'm not trying to beat the world record of deadlift, I'm just trying to do my damn job and get paid. The last straw was when I was trying to pull off 30 boxes of cat litter in a row off the belt. We got backed up. No one wanted to help me. My coworkers thought it would be better just to stand there and stare at me. The guy who knocked my items off the pallets decided to give the back room a real show. He yelled at me, then proceeded to walk over to those 30 boxes of cat litters and knock them all off onto the floor. This guy sucks. I hate this guy. I'm gonna call this guy DS. For dick sandwich. DS is terrible. I don't like him. The first all-star coworker clapped and proceeded to inform everyone onlooking, if you're not going to work, then this is what you get. Gosh, the second coworker got mad at the fact that not all the boxes fell. So he walked over to the surviving products, grabbed them, and shoved them as hard as he could down the belt. I was trying to take a box off the line when one of the shoved items slammed my hand. I was sliced open. God, I hate these guys. The all-star guys suck. Target. I'm just going to go ahead and put this out there. DS deserves a big old fist to his face. 1,000 milligrams of fist directly to his kisser. Or his pisser. I don't know, either one. It'd be fine. Rip it the hell off. Tape it to his face. Then he'll look like Squidward. I walked over to my supervisor and showed him the wound. I was bleeding everywhere. I asked this guy to take me off the damn line numerous times, and he wouldn't. I stated my case, and he did not care. I remember walking over to him, and this look washed over his face. I call it the this chick again face. I showed him my wound, and he told me that he didn't have anyone else to replace me on the line, which was total BS. So I decided it was time to hand him my badge, my apron, and just walk the hell out of there. Both all-star coworkers quit Target. Shocking. They were hoping that going up and above would promote them to running the store. Well, shocking. Guess what, guys? In corporate environments, that's not how it works. You have to know somebody. That's not how you don't just be good. Because if you're good, they keep you in their position because they can't afford to lose you in that position. That's how it works. That never happened. None of any of those things that they did for the company ever mattered. The coworker that sang songs of my laziness went to work at a call center. Unloading trucks according to corporate's impossible time limit wasn't worth it. Shocking. Shocking. Unbelievable. DS deserves to get punched in the face. Well, he works at a call center now. So, that sucks. But other than that, yeah, he deserves to get punched in the face. We need to find DS. Find him and slap him right in his pee hole. Just in the pee hole. Inside. Very painful. Trust me, I would know. Alright? For obvious reasons. It takes me literally half a second to pee. I'm just going to go ahead and put that out there. But what about the next message? This person also obviously works at Target. Check this out. It says, I never reported any of these because I really didn't want to get him fired. And I don't think it would have been deemed as too much of harassment. But I had a coworker tell me that I'm pretty and everything, which is whatever. Okay. Then later on gives me a note while I'm in the stockroom asking if I'd like to be his friend of the insert variety. If you know what I'm talking about. You know, FWB, is that what it's called? FWB. Which I still kept just in case I ever needed to have it as proof. Even though I ignored the note, he proceeded to ask why I ignored it, and every time I talk to any coworker who is male, he keeps saying that I'm flirting around with them, and it's making him jealous. It's to the point that whenever I see him, I try to avoid any contact. And here we are again in the same area, guys. Uncomfortable to be even at your job because this guy just feels entitled to this chick, apparently. But what about the note? What about the note that she kept for obvious reasons? Oh, look at this. Want to be my secret friend? We won't tell anybody, I promise. I see the I see the way you look at me. What did I bet you she literally just looked at him like this. I bet she literally just did that. And that's all it took. That's all it took. If not, you could just throw this note out. Why do you be a man? Walk up to her. Walk up to her with pants around your ankles, apparently. It probably won't work, but it's the Target way. So that was spicy. Luckily, she kept the note just in case this guy had to pull anything. That is very good advice from this girl at this store. Make sure you keep stuff like that. Even though they'll probably retaliate anyway because they don't care. But it's good to have that information. But what about the next message? Check this out. In early August, I interviewed twice and was offered a cashier position. As a loyal Target customer, I was quite excited. I was told during orientation that in a month and a half, when my schedule needed to be changed for college, it wouldn't be a problem at all. Just submit a request 2 weeks in advance. I know where this is going because I've seen plenty of people get done wrong with this. I was constantly exhausted in the month and a half working there. My leader was an absolute jerk. His little sister worked there, and she was horrible too. And he always took her side. 2 weeks prior to my schedule changing for college, I went in and put in a request for a schedule change. Told the HR leader, and she told me she would go in and approve it that day. It all looks like it's working out in the world of Target right now. Everything's going as planned, right? The following week, the schedule came out, and I was scheduled for all morning and afternoon shifts during my first week of college, and my schedule availability request was automatically denied. I'm shocked, but HR said they would save you. I quickly went in and talked to my store leader about it. He told me the shifts were my responsibility, not his. I hate when they do that. That I needed to have it covered or come in. I then talked to HR about it, and the lady told me that it was fine to put in online for others to cover it, but if no one can cover it, then she knows why I'm not there, and I won't be expected to come in. Shocking. I put in my schedule availability again and finally got it approved, but it wouldn't start until the third week of my college because of my boss. I specifically told him I cannot work any morning or afternoon shifts starting ASAP. So this person has given their availability twice. I wonder how this is going to play out. Well, a couple days later, the schedule for my second week of college comes out, and he puts me for all morning and afternoon shifts after I'd already talked to him multiple times that I cannot work then. This is something one of my old managers back in GameStop did a lot. If you told him you needed an off day, even for a funeral, he would purposely schedule you for it, even after being like, oh, dude, I'm so sorry. Yeah, you can totally be off. And then he would schedule you anyway. His name was Egg. He did not care. You know all about him. I put them online and tell him and HR that I cannot come in for morning and afternoon because of college. Again, I am told that I will not be expected to come in if no one can cover it. Don't worry about it. They know why I'm not there, and I won't get in trouble. I check with them multiple times before I take the 2 weeks off for college since I can't come in for any of the shifts during those 2 weeks. I also tell both of my other sales leads about the situation, and they said they never knew and understood. Well, the 2 weeks of college end, and I have the flu. I've saved up sick hours. You can't get punished for sick hours in my state. I call that Saturday and tell them I have the flu and I want to use sick hours. They redirect me to the store leader. She tells me that I've been fired a few days prior. I'm shocked. That I didn't show up for my shifts and that nobody knew why I wasn't there. My leader said he had no clue why I wouldn't show up. Shocking. My leads say they don't know either. No one in HR said they knew why I didn't show up either. Shocking. So they fired me. I explained everything that happened, and she said that I needed to show up or call in. But with that many shifts, even if I called in, I would have been fired for calling in so many times in a row. Shocking. Absolutely shocking. It's because the people in these stores don't communicate. There is zero communication between management staff in Target and Walmart. It's just a big box thing, apparently. I'm a college student, and I was expected to show up for work instead of my classes that I'm paying thousands of dollars for. Corporate companies that you're working entry-level positions for always think that you should choose them over school or your personal life. Yeah, no. I ain't gonna be cashier forever. That's not my aspirations in life. I'm sorry, Target people. I didn't call in for any of the shifts because not once in any of these conversations with the leads and leaders was I told if no one could cover, only to find out that with the amount of days I would have had to call in for, I would have been fired anyway. She also said I had attendance issues before that, which I had never been late or left early. I missed only one shift prior, and that's because I couldn't stop crying since it had been exactly 1 month since my biological mom had passed away, and I was upset. I definitely was unjustly and likely illegally fired, and I can't stay silent about the mistreatment of employees anymore. There's so many other messed up things going on at Target I worked at other than this, but this makes me livid. Same. Absolutely same. There's no communication. No communication at Target. No training at Target. Harassment is rampant. No one cares about nothing. Apparently, DS is there. Our old friend DS. He's just throwing boxes and laughing at people because they can't go fast enough because they're tiny as hell. And he has his pants around his ankles for some damn reason because it's the Target way. I just don't understand. And then they're going to fire you. Even if they told you it's fine, you don't have to come in. That's what's going on at Target, guys. That's what's going on at Target. What do you guys think in the comments? That's all I got. Make sure you like this video and spread the hell out of it. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Message me on there. It's a great time to be alive. And also, do me a big favor, guys. Make sure you get the hell on it. Doggone it. Bye. Yeah. This came with my last PS5 I gave away. Enjoy my streams. Won a PS5. It's a great time to be alive. That unintentionally rhymed. I apologize. I'm not that happy with my life. Yeah. Shocking.